to figure herself out after a bad breakup. What happened with the ex? I asked, which looking back, was probably too personal for a first conversation. Her face darkened for just a second. He made some really bad choices. Let's just say he's not available to date right now. I assumed she meant he was married or something. I was 32, she was 28, and we'd both been around enough to have relationship baggage. It didn't seem like a red flag. Our first official date was at this little Italian place called Nonna's on Division Street. Sarah ordered the gnocchi and spent 10 minutes telling me this elaborate story about how her grandmother used to make them from scratch every Sunday, complete with voices for different family members. I was completely charmed. "You're really easy to talk to," she said over dessert. We'd split the tiramisu. I haven't felt this comfortable with someone in, well, a really long time. Same here, I admitted. I was starting to think I was broken after my divorce. What happened there? We grew apart. Wanted different things. She wanted to travel the world, and I wanted stability. No drama, really. Just incompatible life goals. Sarah reached across the table and squeezed my hand. Well, I love stability. Drama is exhausting. If only I'd known. The next 6 months were honestly the happiest I've been in years. Sarah had this way of making ordinary moments feel special. She'd leave little notes in my lunch, silly drawings or inside jokes about whatever show we'd watched the night before. She introduced me to this podcast called True Crime Garage and got me completely hooked. We'd spend Sunday mornings in bed listening to episodes and debating whether the hosts got the details right. She was affectionate without being clingy, independent without being distant. She had her own apartment in the Alberta district, but she started staying over more and more often. She kept a toothbrush at my place, then some clothes, then half her skincare routine took over my bathroom counter. "I think you're stuck with me now," she said one morning, watching me navigate around her face wash and serums. "I've basically moved in without asking." "I don't mind," I said, and I meant it. For the first time since my divorce, I could picture a future with someone. The only weird thing, and it seemed minor at the time, was how she never talked about her past relationships in detail. She'd mention her ex occasionally, usually when explaining why she didn't like certain movies or restaurants. "Oh, we used to go there all the time," but she'd always change the subject quickly. "Are you in contact with any of your exes?" I asked her once, about 8 months in. "No," she said immediately. "That guy was toxic. I learned my lesson about staying connected to people who are bad for you." She seemed genuinely disgusted by the idea, so I dropped it. Around our